To set up Z-thru, you'll first need to install the script that enables Z-thru to identify who visits your website. You do that by clicking the Install Script button and entering your website URL here. Remember to include the HTTP to your URL. Once you've done that, select the script from the box, copy it, and paste it onto your website. Usually you'll want to tote it to your website footer, or wherever else you have your other website statistics, like Google Analytics scripts. Simply paste the Z-thru script in next to this. Users in Z-thru are the persons who can receive the emails and notifications. To add users to Z-thru, go to Manage Users, click Add, and type in the email and name of your first user. Click Submit. Once you've done that, continue with the rest of your users. Using the Reports tab, you can set up which reports your users should receive. There are 5 different reports to choose from. The visit reports are the most widely used report. This is where you set who within your organization should receive the email reports on your website visitors, and how often. Typically, you'll want to set up a geographical region that corresponds to how your sales team is organized. So for instance, all leads from South America go to the person responsible for that region. It's possible to drill down to specific countries or states within the U.S. and select the frequency of when the report should be emailed. Alternatively, it is possible to define a default setting and select that for all reports. To avoid getting reports on visitors who are clearly not interested in your product or services, it is possible to exclude visits that stay for a set amount of time or only visits a certain amount of pages. Within the email reports themselves, it's also possible to exclude companies you're not interested in. This could be IPSs or companies you already know are not interested in buying. The top visitor report can be set to email reports on a country level. For instance, if you want a report of the top visitors per number of visits from Germany each week, this is where you configure that. You can also download reports in XML or CSV formats to work on them in your CRM system or Excel. The Recent Visitor Report will show you the recent visitors from a certain country. The difference between recent visitor reports and top visitor reports is that top visitor reports show you who visits you the most visits, where the recent visitor report will show you all the recent visitors. Similar to the top visitor report, the top referring report will show you what website sends the most visitors to your site. Finally, then, new referring report will show you if new site starts sending traffic to your site. This report will only show those websites that haven't previously sent you traffic. The notifications are near instant email notifications about what's happening on your website right now. The page notifications can be set up to notify you or one of your users when a certain page on your website's been visited. This is very useful for companies using specific landing pages or product pages. Simply copy your website URL into Z-thru and select who should receive the notifications, and you're all set. Similarly, the company notification is used to identify specific companies visiting your site. This is great for keeping an eye on competitors or hot prospects.